What is up, guys? This is Joymat from the cabin to whatever you are. Happy New Year! It's the start of a new decade. New things are gonna come for sure, and we gotta be prepared for them. One of the things that I reflected in New Year's Eve was how could we welcome a new year with the right foot and with the best of our attitude? And that's when I thought about what I've been learning, especially for the past 2 years, is to learn to forgive. Forgiving is hard for most of us. We tend to feel that chip on our shoulder that halts us from moving on. When we get a mental picture of that experience we had with that guy, we cringe and we avoid to talk about it. We try to swipe away that guy from our lives, but not from our mind. We think we're doing that, but we aren't. And that's the key that opens the door of this video. Stay tuned, because I'm gonna give you the steps on how to forgive. So, yellow. Step 1. Do it for yourself. Forgiving is something that will increase inner peace on you. It is something that we do because we want to feel mentally comfortable. You shouldn't give a fudge about people caring about this therapy you're doing, because for the most part, they won't care about it. You don't want to put high expectations in these things. Otherwise, you'll feel disappointed and you'll drop this whole thing. Keep it to yourself. You'll be the one who will enjoy it all the way, and in the end, you'll feel proud because you learned how to move on. Number 2, take it easy. Don't put pressure on yourself. Keep in mind that wound healing is not a time trial thing. You have your own rhythm, so pay justice to it. However, this doesn't mean that you're gonna procrastinate healing process. I can give you a hand with that. I recommend you to have a 15 to 20 minute session per day. The most important thing is to spend time on your own, calming yourself and thinking about what happened to you. Lots of feelings and thoughts are gonna come up, and you need to let them go. You can spit them out.
Why the hell you did that?
You know that I trusted you, but then you just get away from me, and then you started
Do you like that? You mother piece of
gruesome son of have to let me.
Je parle français, mademoiselle. Pardon my French.
If you have people around you, you can write them down. It also works.
Now you tell me that?
Yeah. Number 4, make sure to breathe as long as you're letting out all your thoughts. I don't want you to suffocate yourself in memories. That's like killing yourself. You gotta air your lungs. That way, you'll flow with every single thought that it's coming out from you. And number 5, start with your emotions and then continue with the reflections. At first, you don't have to curse. It's not necessary. What you have to do is just to let out all those feelings, those emotions. And that way, you'll feel like those demons coming out from you. After that, try and reflect of how you behave, what you did right and what you did wrong. Forgive yourself for what you failed on and be proud for what you succeed. Remember that you're not perfect. You're a human being. You are able to improve. Regarding to the person who you had the experience with, you don't need to think too much about him. Just pin down that guy from the beginning you got to know him, and you'll see his reality and the reason of his behavior. And that's when you'll realize that he was a guy that lived life in a certain way. He was someone who had his own demons, someone who took on ways of thinking and behaving Some or most of them were not the right ones, but he got into those ideas so deep that he formed his spirit based on those experiences and thoughts. The very big difference in that circumstance you had was that that guy who messed with you lost it completely. He got dominated by his demons. And you were the opposite. You kept your balance, at least for the most part. But in spite of that, you should be thankful and humble about it. Now imagine that you were the one who lost it completely. You shouldn't expect forgiveness. Otherwise, you'll feel down and you'll feel disappointed. What you should do in that case is to forgive yourself and start amending your flaws so you can improve and do better next time. If you feel it's the right move to say sorry, then do it. It'll bring you inner peace. So do it for that. Always wish the best to that person who hurt you. Because if you don't, he'll keep being the same rat and you're gonna kill every single hope for him to be saved from his bad deeds. Plus, wish the best to that person so you can clear space in your mind for your mental health. So that way you can continue and carry on with all of your goals and ambitions. Also, I did this video because I believe that we all have mercy. It's something that we actually do have, but we tend to
Forget.
or at least we tend to ignore about it, and we shouldn't do that. Because the fact of embracing that we have the capacity of being merciful gives us self-awareness that will help us to embrace our capacities, our personal traits that will help us to get to what we want. If we start from now, we'll be prepared for tomorrow, we'll beat obstacles, and we'll create a better version of ourselves every day. That way we'll take the lead and we'll make this world to become a better place, inshallah. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you like, subscribe, and all that. Happy New Year. I'll see you soon. This was Joey Matt from the cabin to whatever you are. See you guys.